Well, it's officially February, means prep playoffs are less than a month away. I know you're excited.
It's the middle of winter, but really spring and all that opportunistic playoff basketball right around the corner.
Doesn't seem like spring's around the corner with the way the roads look today.
But you know what tonight seems like in the court, in the gymnasiums? It seemed like playoff basketball the way we had some of these big-time
good action
matchups
tonight.
Oh, yeah. Definitely, and we're going to take it straight to them. We start with an undefeated heavyweight. That would be the boys of Traverse City St. Francis, 13-0, Nick, going for win number 14 in Kalkaska tonight. Very dangerous, and you don't believe me? Check out this highlight. First off, though, a special segment before the game to special members of the Kalkaska coaching and PA staff. Royce Thomason, assistant coach, was the first guy you saw there. And right there, that's Steve Brower, the PA man. He's labeled the best PA man in all the land. It's tough for me to disagree. He's a great guy. I always talk to him at every Kalkaska game. Nice. Right away, the Blazers get things going. That was Cody Kleinhardt down low, and then Damon Sheehy with a steal and a score. Glad's up at this point 50-25. It was a really close game in the first quarter, Nick. The second quarter, all blue and gold, and here they are again. Byron Bola. He had 29 in the first half alone, 2 of the 29 right there. You'll see a couple more baskets by the Connors. Connor Archer and Connor Sick. That was Archer, and you're going to see a Sick bucket from Connor Sick. Glads, they go on to win in impressive fashion by 20. They're now 14-0. Final 84-64.
Well, I got to tell you, I was at the Kingsley, and the Stags were showing off some original introductions. Look at that as they get ready for the Bulldogs. Bulldogs get it first, but the shot falls short, and Tristan Eichenworth will make Misek pay as he drives to the other end of the court and gives the Stags an 8-point lead. Nice ball movement here by the Stags as Aaron Lee feeds it inside of Big Scotty McPherson. That sets up this wide open three from Sam Weiss, who drills it. But Bulldogs get one back here as Aaron Lee drags in the three-pointer. And here we go, though. It's going to be Austin Whitaker who's going to let it rain up for 3 points. But this is where things get really interesting. Watch this play. Now, the shot falls short, but look at look at him use his face as a backboard. And luckily there, Austin Wall's going to finish it off with him. But it's just going to be Kingsley. Watch this play. Isabella's going to feed it down the court to Eichenroth, who lays it in with the glass. He has some authority going. That would finish Misek off 60-46.
Look at those uniforms. They worked on those for a while. Let's head up over to Frankfort. Buckley visiting 10-0 Frankfort. Bears passing to start leads to an easy layup right there. And then watch out if you're a cameraman on the sidelines. You can't be too careful. Mark Gillette there. Don't say he doesn't take a shot or two. He does all his own stunts. Gets nailed with the ball there. Panthers though on the other end. Mason Loney steals the ball and passes to Cole Holenbeck, who finds Kenny Kreiswick. Frankfurt then pressing Brandon Schaub with a steal and a lay. We're going to check in on Buckley once again. Austin Burmania. And Burmania was running wild.
That's Hulkamania. That's Burmania.
Strong layup there. Frankfurt's Owen Stratton. And beautiful move there. Did he go behind the back? Did I catch that in the corner of my eye? Either way, a nice move for a score. Panthers, they're 11-0. They go on to win 49-33.
Benzie is getting fired up, looking to blaze the Comets tonight. Ian Duvall feeds it inside to Jonah Wilson, who's going to lay it in with a nice touch. But here comes Javier Rodriguez with a nice dish inside here to Corey Weaver, who powers in that one. Comets Duvall answers with a solo performance, draining the quick bucket. But Huskies' answer is Corey Bach keeps the feet behind the line, sinking the triple. But this game's Benzie. Watch as Corey Weaver gets the basket to drop with some authority. And Weaver puts on a clinic as he won't be denied going straight beast mode. He finishes it off with a fury. And Benzie takes care of Leland 68-58. That's a beast.
Weaver, 34 points you see on the scoreboard right there. Impressive night for him.
Yeah. And though the boys' action is over, there's plenty of girls' action left to show.
You know, and you're lying to us because we've got a few more boys' games coming up.
You're right. We
would you? Well, don't worry. We've got both. The biggest matchup of the night, though, maybe of the whole season so far, was in the Lake Michigan Conference. Yeah. Girls action. Absolutely. Undefeated they're not undefeated. TC St. Francis and Kalkaska. They're the top 2 teams in that conference. Yes. And tonight would go a long way in determining who would be conference champions. So let's take you back to Kalkaska and check things out. It was a packed house for this one. Here's a panorama of Blazer Stadium. I'm going to go ahead and nickname it Blazer Stadium. It made me a little dizzy, but I took the shot anyways. Ellie Barber right away for the Blazers. Deep 2, her feet right on the line. Didn't get the 3. Kalkaska only down 5 in the third after the Glads dominated the first half. And when the Glads need a bucket, they go to Liza Erickson. Another clutch one there. She gets the foul. Did not get the free throw, but still impressive clutch maneuver by Erickson. Back on the Blazers' end, Kelly Guy is the one player that they go to, and here she is with an impressive move and an impressive two as well. And then the Blazers show that team. This time it's Taylor Kibbe. She spots up with a nice putback here in the middle. She gets the rebound and the putback to go in. We're tied at 29. So this game's intensity and excitement level just keeps going up and up. Here's Guy running down the floor. She finds Tabitha Kibbe now in the corner for three, or the elbow for three. And that's the first Kalkaska lead in that third quarter. Fans starting to go nuts, and this is Guy at the buzzer for the third.
Ooh.
And I think she called nothing but net. I don't want to play her horse in any time soon. Kalkaska goes up 5. She made 2 free throws with 3 seconds to go to ice this one. Blazers win 44-40. They now are tied with the Glads atop the Lake Michigan standings.
Unbelievable. Trojan girls were taking on Potomac. And we're going to start off with a fast break as Katie Lewis pushes up the court to Kelsey Ants, who feeds it to Megan Tompkins for the bucket. This is going to be more of the same. Ants with the steal, dishes it to Liz Frazier, whose shot just falls in a bit short, but Ants is there to close the door on it. Gets it going in. It's going to get Ants going again. It's dishing it outside to Katie Lewis, who feeds it back inside to Ants, who comes in and gets it. One, and do not, for any means, adjust your television set, because it's just going to be the same thing over and over again. Petoskey's defense was just dominating the Trojans as they pour it on, winning this one 65-20.
That's a lot of blue and not a lot of white. Well, let's go bowling, Nick. Does that sound good to you? Check this out.
Oh, is that a strike?
At least a spare. At least 9 out of 10 fit. Yeah, that's probably a strike. The Elk Rapids student section, one of the best in the land. They set that one up for us very nicely, those guys. I'm going to go ahead and call them the Elks Lodge. They're a great student section there. Cole Walker, he's a very impressive player. Easy lane to start. But the Red Devils here, East Jordan, the visiting team. Joseph Manville, beautiful ball movement, a fake, and the bucket. We go back to the Elks, though. It's Shaden Summers. I like the kid who rolls right off the tongue. He's got on top, but he rolls that right into the basket. Beautiful move there. Great passing from East Jordan, then leads to Matt Bolzer. He gets the easy land down low, beats that defense, and Manville again proving he's quite the man. He's kind of like an upper finger roll there.
Like Tony Parker. Superman.
Off in the pros. Very impressive there. We go to Walker on the other end. Very impressive too for the Elks. And the home team Elks going to win by 12, 42-30.
Headed to Suttons Bay, where we had some fundraisers going on, not just basketball, for Jeff Puklinski, who had a brain tumor. Nice job with them. Parker Kawika's pass to Carter Lee, who gets it to Big O'Brien, who gets the basket. Now Glenn Lake's going to come right back as Logan Lacrosse passes it to Curtis Burnett, who connects with that one. Suttons Bay, though, Logan Miskell. He's going to come up. His shot is going to fall short. But Guy Beach now gets the rebound and the basket. It's going to be, this one's back and forth. Glenn Lake, O'Brien again, over to Matt Omersa, who gets this one in. And Devin Suttons Bay will answer again as Devin Capron passes it to Aaron Orbit, who sets up spots and drills the three.
What's it in orbit? Orbit in orbit.
Orbit, I like that. Look at Glenn Lake. It's O'Brien is standing. Another quick 2 points. Glenn Lake doesn't get the shot here, but Suttons Bay grabs the rebound. Glenn Lake's O'Brien knocks it out. Look at his body going up with authority.
It's a physical game.
It is a physical game. That's what you call inside the paint. Glenn Lake goes on to win this one close, 59-51.
Well, that's our hoops action for the night.